back. Thanks for tuning in. It's the 23rd of June, 2021. This is Bensalem, Pennsylvania. I was going to have Katana do the work today, but she's feeling a little under the weather due to a summer cold that's ran right through our house. We've all had a taste of it. So she's not going to do that. Instead, she's going to take care of two outlets inside. I'm going to show you the easiest way that you can add a gutter downspout to your gutter system. I promise you, any DIYer can do it. So this gutter, whoever put this gutter up, even though it's a wider space under the gutter here and a narrower space here, one would think that the entire gutter is angled this way, and then it goes around the corner and down this downspout, and that's on an angle. The problem is it's an optical illusion, and this entire gutter actually goes downhill to this side. So rather than take the gutter down and take the gutter off around the corner down and readjust everything, she just wants to put a gutter downspout on this side into the garden. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to do that while Katana changes some outlets inside. And now you can see why she wants taken care of. It's full of water. Now see, here's the other end of it, and you can see there's hardly any water on this side, so that's why it's not draining. It's not pitched correctly at all. You want to make sure when you're drilling these holes, you're drilling them in the center of where you want the adapter to go for the downspout. So these holes disappear when the cutout is finished. So the nice thing is, if you take the bit out of your impact or your extension, these extensions are 1/4 inch, so you can take out the hangers without having a special bit. Now that we got that moved over, we can trace this out where we want it. Just like so. Alright, there you have it. It's traced out. You got to make sure that the rim of this has room to sit down in. There's a little detail here so that will fit in there, and there's a space here on this end for it to fit there. So now we have to cut that out. You want to take a block of wood and put it under where you're going to be cutting the hole through. Then you want to drive screws down into it. What's important is that these screws are inside the line, not on it. because when we put our blade in here, we're going to use a circular blade. We're going to cut out that section, and then we're going to cut out this section. And when we do, we're only going to go through the aluminum, and leaving the screws, and it'll fall, the wood will fall out, and the screws will come with it when this detaches. And then you just want to line it up with the other side of the hole. And then the board falls out, leaving you a hole for your downspout drain. See how that works? Super easy. If you don't do it this way, you're going to end up with sharp edges down here that's going to be sticking down, and it's going to look messy. So you just use a hole saw. Seam mate. It's gray. Has stuff in it to help combat the sun. Silicone consistency, but it's silver, so it matches the aluminum that you're putting on there. Put it all around the lip like this. Like so. Squish that in, like so. We'll put some self-tappers in there, lock her in. Put this next to this. I need you to hold that right there. So once this silicone has a chance to set up, you can take out 2 of the screws if they're in your way. But then you gotta cover the screw holes with the seamer. So you always want to make sure that the part that's tapered that goes inside the other piece is facing down. You always want the piece to pour into the next piece, pour into the next piece, pour into the next piece. If it was this way, and water was coming this way, it would leak out through these seams instead of all going down. So you always want to make sure that you have it set the right way. So the screws I'm using here are white-headed Phillips or nut driver screws. They're made specifically for gutters and for downspouts. The link to them is in the description below. So you get the bottom piece on, so the top is going into it. My suggestion is always to make sure it's set up exactly how you want it. So if you're going to put the tail piece on like this, get it on before you measure for the cut. We're just going to cut it right here. Got that? And so what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this around. We're going to put a screw through this into that all at the same time. That'll hold it to the wall and hold the piece together. All right? Very thin aluminum. know she's all we get. Yeah, that's what that looks like. After I cut it, it just fell right out of place. Made a perfect cut in the bottom of there without anything sticking out. Let's give her a test. I'm going to add a little extension on there so it comes between the flowers and off this rock wall into the yard. That'll keep it from washing her mulch and stuff away.